Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm going to talk about Aaron Hernandez really quickly. Now for those of you that know, we've covered the Aaron Hernandez first trial during this show in its entirety. And we're also going to report on his upcoming double murder trial when that happens, when that takes place. But right now I'm not sure when that trial is going to actually start. But yeah, we covered it. Now that when we cover it again, it'll probably be in podcast format. It's not going to be like this because there's a lot of information. We take a lot of detailed notes as the trial is going on. So I thought it'd be best to just do that in podcast format, how we've been doing in the past. But I just want to talk about Aaron Hernandez really quickly. Now, as you guys know, he fired his previous attorneys, Michael Fee, Rankin, and Sultan, and he hired on Baez, and he hired on another lawyer, but I'll get to his name in a minute because I can't think of it offhand, but it's in my notes. So he has a new defense team. One of his lawyers was famous for getting Casey Anthony off. That was Baez, and the other lawyer is a Harvard law professor, but he's also on the defense team of his double murder trial. I'm going to read this really quickly, then I'm going to give my thoughts on what's going on with Aaron Hernandez. Now it says here, former New England Patriots star Aaron Hernandez had his jailhouse phone calls hacked ahead of his first murder trial, and prosecutors and his current defense team say they were never told, according to news reports on Friday. Now, the Boston Herald reported that the hacking happened when Hernandez was being held in a Boston jail in the summer of 2014. Hernandez was convicted the following year of killing the boyfriend of his fiance's sister in 2013. He is now serving a prison sentence of life without parole and is awaiting trial for the 2012 double homicide in Boston. Now again, it says here, a guy, he just confirming his story. His name is Peter Van Delft. He's a spokesman from the Suffolk Sheriff's Department. He told a newspaper that a breach happened soon after Hernandez was moved from a different jail. Because he was moved from two different jails. It's like kind of like a city lockup during his trial or whatever. Then once the trial was over, he was moved to his permanent residence. Now it says here, the department's superintendent-in-chief, Michael Harris, said in a written statement Friday that they discovered the breach during a security check in 2014 and found that it contracted a telephone database that had been accessed for telephone calls placed by the detainee Hernandez. I thought that was kind of, because this was actually found back in 2014, so why is this just coming up now? But I'll talk about that in a minute. Now, the office also spoke with his contractor, a Dallas-based Securus. That's the name of the place that was actually, I guess, in charge of these cell phone calls from the jail, which then tightened the security protocol, Harris said. Now, prosecutors say they were never told the calls had been tapped, and his current defense team said it also was not told. His previous defense team, which represented him during his 2015 trial in Bristol County, didn't comment. Now, Harvard law professor Ronald Sullivan, now that's his one of his lawyers as well. Harvard law professor Ronald Sullivan, part of Hernandez's new defense team, said they will look into the matter. Then Harris said that the department does not record telephone calls between inmates and their attorneys, but it does not follow the national practice of recording non-attorney calls and alerts both parties that calls have been recorded. Yeah, okay. I think they tape everything. Now, with that being said, I don't know what that means for Aaron Hernandez. First case. He was already convicted in the shooting death of Odin Lloyd, and that was his fiance's sister's boyfriend. I think her name was Shania Jenkins. That was her boyfriend, Odin Lloyd. He's already been convicted of it. Now, I don't know if they're going to try to investigate this to try to get him a retrial. I don't know, or maybe this is just news and this is water under the bridge. But so yeah, I really don't know what this means as far as his first case, and I really don't have a date set when his double murder trial is going to start. But I mean, if anything else happens, I'll report it. But right now, I don't know. I'm sure his lawyer, he has some pretty good lawyers now. Baez, like I said, he was famous for getting Casey Anthony off, and it's my opinion that I think she was guilty, but he did get her off. Now Sullivan is a Harvard law professor. He's actually on the Aaron Hernandez team now, so we'll see what they can do for him in a double murder trial. But yeah, I don't think it looks good for him, but I will still report it as it happens. But yeah, again, that show, we're going to do that in podcast format. So when that happens, I mean, we'll get to it. But for right now, he's in and out of court, and he probably will be in court for this. So we'll see. But let me know your thoughts in regards to Aaron Hernandez in the comments. Until next time, take care.